Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Current air temperature outside your door coming in at 92 degrees already with an air temperature of 75. East wind at 10. A lot of sunshine out there and the rain showers are on the way. Sounds like yesterday? Well, it should, because it's very similar to the setup we had yesterday, with the exception that we have a little more moisture in the atmosphere, a little extra available moisture for rainfall today. So we might see a little bit better coverage. We might see perhaps some slightly heavier rain showers around. 88 in Wauchula, 90 in Arcadia, 89 Myakka, 88 in Parrish, Bradenton, 89 Lakewood Ranch, 92, as I mentioned, in Sarasota, 90 in Venice, Northport, 88 in Inglewood, and 91 in Punta Gorda, with Longboat Key coming in at 86. So very clear what's going on here. We have a high pressure ridge to the north of us and an east wind bringing these showers and the east coast sea breeze straight across the peninsula into our neck of the woods. Locally, with temperatures as warm as we're going to see them, we'll develop a little bit of a sea breeze. As that sea breeze moves inland, it collides with our showers moving toward the west, and boom, showers and thunderstorms start to build, grow, and we get some pretty big thunder boomers around here, moving from inland areas toward Gulf waters as they die out later in the day. If you look at where the rain is going to be the heaviest, the forecast again shows the southern tip of the state where the moisture is thickest as the most likely spot for the heaviest rainfall totals. But still, even so, locally, I bet we pick up in many places 1 inch to 1.5 inch rainfalls this afternoon. It's all about this high pressure ridge, which has been kind of intractable in its motion. It's sitting right there, and we have that frontal boundary back to the west, which is producing some very heavy rainfall in parts of Texas. Also in northern Louisiana, catch basins for the rivers that are already flooding, unfortunately. High pressure brings the easterly wind flow, takes the east coast sea breeze, pushes it in our direction, collides with the west coast sea breeze, and there you go. All of our showers just lining up right along the west coast of Florida. That pattern is going to be with us today, tomorrow, the next day, probably the day after. As we head into the weekend, we will see a reversal, though. We'll see a reversal in the form of these winds coming out of the east, turning around, flip-flopping, and going back toward the east from the west, a 180-degree turnaround. And that will just reverse our pattern. Instead of afternoon and evening showers, we'll get morning showers, with all the afternoon stuff being pushed toward the other coast. But not today. Today, that'll all be lined up right along our coast. Sun, then clouds, inland showers, and those storms drift toward the Gulf waters. Taking a look at the RPM computer model, you see those showers all coming right along a path that we have become familiar with over the last several days. A little bit of clearing during the overnight, and then tomorrow, boom, one more time, do it all over again. Showers coming from the other coast, drifting across our region out into Gulf waters where they dissipate, leaving us with fairly clear overnight skies. As far as the nature of the storms that we get, probably will not be severe, although they'll probably be a little heavier than yesterday. The severe location for storms today will probably be in the northeast. So if you're traveling to, say, any of the tri-state airports, you probably will have some airport delays due to some stronger storms in the vicinity of the runways. East wind coming in at 10 knots, shifting to southwest at about 10 knots. We'll look for a daytime high temperature of around 93 to 95 degrees each and every day for the next several days, with about a 50% chance of rain. Then we'll lower the rain chance a little bit as we head into the weekend.